Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, September 9th, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I said yesterday when we had open trade equity at $13,000, wouldn't it be great if we could just take that up to $20,000 today? Well, we didn't quite make it, but we almost made it. We actually closed out over $19,000 today in closed out trades. Just absolutely fantastic, and we did this on a day the Dow Jones Industrial Average drops 97 points. Now that's I'll tell you, if we can have many days that we can see the Dow go down, because I like to see the Dow go down, because I don't like it bumping up and against resistance at these extremely high levels. I like it to go down, but if it can go down and we can make almost $20,000, that's just great. Hey, we just had a fantastic day today, and I want to take a little extra time showing you the charts, because we had some just really interesting things happen today. All I can say is just about everything seemed to go right. You know, we had great trades. We got out of the trades, and the markets plunged after we got out. In one case, I'll show you, we had a market that a stock that jumped up just like minutes before we were ready to take profits, and we ended up making $4,000 on that trade. It was just a great day. Anyway, I can't really say too much unless I show you the charts. Oh, I should tell you though, we are carrying negative $3,600 going into tomorrow, and basically we only got into 3 trades. 2 of them are just mildly negative, but one was a really bad one. I'll be sure to show you that one too on the charts. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, and you can see here how yesterday we closed here, and I said, you know, I really want this thing to go up, but I didn't see how it was going to go up and take out these highs over here. From this point, we're just too high up against that ceiling again, and I thought it was going to have to come down. Well, it really did come down today. It just fell out of bed and ended up, came way down here, tried to rally toward, you know, in the last part of the day. It looked like it might do it, and then it fails and takes out these lows. So that's pretty deadly for some, you know, very short-term downside action for the Dow. It ended up, as I say, closing down 97 points, and I just consider it a miracle that we did so well today. I mean, our trades just ignored all this, and we ended up expanding our open trade equity from $13,000 to almost $20,000. That was just great. Anyway, I want to show you some of these charts here because it's really interesting. The first pair of charts I want to show you, it's going to look like a kind of good news, bad news joke, and I, of course, here we go. I'm still learning my alphabet. Okay, this is the bad news part of the good news, bad news joke. This is INVN, which is InvenSense. We had bought this yesterday, right out of the gate. It didn't do too much, but it did close slightly positive for us. And coming into today, the thing popped up just a little, and then it started to fail. And when we got down here, this is the point where we're going to exit this. It's just like it came just a few minutes too early for us, and where we exited was right here where the numbers are. It's kind of covering up our exit point, but where we exited this trade turned out to be an absolutely zero profit point. We got out exactly where we got in, so that there's no profit in that. The thing that was insane about this is the very next bar, we get this huge move up. And of course, hey, I'm sorry, we're trading mechanical system. And what happened was we get back into this trade long again. After exiting with 0 profits, we get into this trade way up here on the long side. And of course, it goes up and starts selling off, because this is really a short squeeze, people. I don't know if there was news, but I have a feeling this was just traders messing around with the shorts, and they took them all out with the spike, and then of course that sells off. So we get into this thing long, and then it sells off against us, and we're holding negative like $2,700 or so on this thing. And that's why we're carrying this negative $3,000 plus into tomorrow. It's not the other 2 trades that are causing us a problem. It's this one single trade that was just horrible because of this weird happening here between 2 bars only a few minutes apart. Now that's the bad news. Now I want to show you the good news, because we had a similar thing happen, but it happened in our favor this time. And this is an IMMR, that's Immersion Corporation, and we had got into this trade yesterday on this little pop up here, and I think I talked about this yesterday. Then we had this huge move up here, and that looked so good. That really put us highly profitable for this trade, even though it pulled back a little. But then it was a big disappointment this morning. It opened a little bit lower, and then it just sagged and sagged and sagged. And by the time we got down here, we are slightly negative on this trade, and it looked to me like this was just a big bust. Then look what happened. We didn't get out this time right before the big spike. A big, huge, monster short squeeze comes in here, shoots this thing up, and right at the time that our system says to go get out of the trade, we're way up here. We end up and of course, it's great because selling into this kind of spike is really easy. The buyers are just going like crazy to get out of their shorts, and here we are. Here, you can take our shorts right here. You always get positive slippage when this happens. Anyway, we took out $4,000 out of this trade that we were just minutes from losing money down here. Just fantastic. Immersion Corporation. That was a great one. And finally, I got another one. Click something here. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can get back there without causing too many problems. This next one I wanted to show you. I have so many good trades. I gotta show them all. Anyway, this is an HZNP, which is Horizon Pharma, and this has been a bad market for us, but we had a great trade today. We got into this thing yesterday. It moved very nicely in our favor. This morning it went down, and actually at the bottom of the spike we were actually, I think we may be just about break even or slightly negative on that trade, but it comes right back and it starts moving higher and higher and higher, and we finally get out here, and that's almost at the top of the market, the top of the stock, the top price of the day. We couldn't do much better than that, and that is worth over $5,000. So just a great trade in Horizon Pharma. And finally, I want to show you the real beauty of today. You think you've seen them all? No, they get better and better. This one is in CSUN, or China Sun Energy. We had gotten into this on Friday, and a little bump up here, not mounting to much. Then yesterday, this thing just explodes, makes a huge high up here, did pull back, and I think we're holding maybe like $6,000 there on the close. But this morning it opens up, then it sells off, but then it starts climbing again and goes way up here and almost takes out its high over here. And we get out, when we get out of that, we have $9,000 in profits. And then, I mean, it's really unfair to the market to point this out, but after we get out, the market starts to sell off. So we just did that beautifully. I mean, we get this hump up here, we are out right at almost the perfect point to exit that trade, and we did take out $9,000. So, $19,000 plus in closed out trades. Just a great day. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.